Hello, my spooky babies. Welcome back to my channel. And a failed attempt at duping something from Michael's that I could have just bought for $12. But we both know that's too expensive for me because I'm poor as hell. So, if you'd like, please consider subscribing, liking the video, follow me on Instagram, whatever. So I want to make this jar pictured right here. I think it was like $14 when I saw it, and I was like, that's a jar with a pumpkin and some crepe paper on it. No, we're not paying $14 for that. Now, of course, that was regular price. It's probably like $8 now, but whatever, still too much. So I got a jar from the Dollar Tree because where else do you buy things from except for the Dollar Tree when you do DIYs on YouTube? And I just spray painted the lid black. You could chalk paint it too, whatever you prefer. I also got a pack of orange streamers and purple streamers. I was going to do the orange and black, but I really like orange and purple together. All I've done is glued them together, and to make the ruffle, there's a couple of ways you can do it. You can just kind of scrunch it up with your fingers and glue it on there. That's one option. That was a little flat for me, and it would have been very hard with my hands for me to hold that. So I tried with my sewing machine, and that just did not work. So I just hand did it. It's not that much. I don't mind hand sewing. I enjoy hand sewing. I think I maybe had like 2 feet of streamers that I gathered up to make the little ruffle that goes on top, and mine's a lot thicker than the original from Michael's. In fact, as you can see, mine looks nothing like the one from Michael's, but that's fine too. I just wanted to be inspired by instead of actually trying to dupe something. So here's the collar, let's call it the pumpkin collar, and it's going to go on here, and as you can see, it's like 10 times thicker than the original one. But since the pumpkin's orange, I'm putting the orange side down, and I'm just going to take some hot glue and leave a little bit of it sticking out. I don't want too much sticking out. I just want kind of like a 1/4 inch, which that's way more than a 1/4 inch now that I'm looking at it, but I fix it later. You'll never know unless somebody tells you, like me just now. But all I'm doing is going around the middle, gluing everything down, and making sure that I'm even on the outside. So putting some more glue down, just going all the way around. This is a really quick project. I think the raw video that I edited was like 28 minutes, and that was with me like getting up in the middle of it to go take the dog out and eat some Tootsie Rolls. So I'm gathering it a little bit more right there, and that's it. And if you wanted to, you don't have to put a pumpkin on top. You could put some spooky skeletons on top. See, there's a little pack from Dollar Tree. I'm going to put the pumpkin on there. Get some glue all over there because I want to be able to stick the pumpkin to the lid and smash down the rest of the paper. And right here when I'm turning it, I'm trying to find the best side. And you're thinking, is there a best side? And yeah, there is. Now, right now, I'm holding this thing. I'm telling you, I took a coffee break. That's how long I held it. I don't know why I held it. It was definitely ready to go in less than 4 minutes, but I just kept holding it continuously. Now, this is my best friend right now. I think this is relatively new. It's called Glitterific by Plaid, and it has big chunks of glitter and mylar sheets and little specks of glitter, and it's all suspended in a clear base, and it's very cool looking. And they sell it as paint, but it doesn't have a squeeze, it doesn't have like a hole on the bottle, so you can't like squeeze it out of the little hole. You have to like take the whole lid off, but it's really cool because it's a bunch of different sizes. They have it in several different colors, and you can make this really easily if you had a bunch of different glitters. If you had a fine one, a medium one, coarse one, some shreds, some flakes, whatever, you can make this, but it's just convenient to have it. You can see right there I'm showing you how big one of those pieces are. And this is something the jar from Michael's didn't have. And at first I was just going along the edges, but When I was gluing the streamers together, you could see in the beginning how there were some dark spots where the glue was, and I didn't want the edges to darken. So I ended up going back over the entire section of purple on the top and putting it over there, not only to keep it from discoloring, or to discolor it evenly, I guess, but the glitterific paint also helped to stiffen everything up, and in the end, it didn't discolor. It dried clear. It had more of a satin finish to it. Like, I don't know if I would want this to be glossy or matte, because I think matte would kind of dull out the glitter, and glossy would make everything you're putting on glossy, and maybe that's not what you always want. But yeah, this is my first time really working with this on a project. I've fooled around with it a little bit just to see how I liked it, but I really like the way it came out. Much, much cleaner than actually having to put glitter all over everything, and because it's a paint, it sticks and it won't move, so I just went ahead and threw some over this crappy Dollar Tree pumpkin, because you know that thing's gonna shed glitter like a Sharpay. Do Sharpay shed? I don't know. I'm not a dogologist. See, I'm just putting some all over to kind of secure that glitter in place. Not on the black parts, because I wanted to make sure those stayed dark. I didn't want a big speck of glitter in his eyeballs or his mouth. And I guess if you were going to try to make this stuff yourself, you would probably want to use, like, probably the Ultra Glossy Mod Podge, because it's thick, or Dimensional Magic, but both of those dry glossy, so I don't know. But here it is, all done. I put a little bit on the rim just because I had some left, and it did dry. Not terribly hard, but harder than it was. Harder than crepe paper, you know, so you could store it and not have it completely be destroyed for next year. But I really liked it. I think it's cute. Doesn't look anything like I wanted it to, but inspired by. Now I'm just putting every little last bit on there. There we go. I hope you guys liked this. It was a quick little project, and comment, like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and I will see you guys next Monday, I guess. Bye.